Hi, welcome to Marketing at LAER. This is Sergio from the marketing team. Today's training is an overview of all of the marketing tools that are available to our LAER agents. Although a lot of these things are available to non-LAER agents, there are a few things that are only for LAER agents. We'll get to those. So we have these trainings every Tuesday and Thursday, 12:30 to 1. You can always visit our YouTube training channel. So that's youtube.com/LAER training to catch a replay of this. This is a live class, so if you do have any questions, let me know. You can just use the chat. And let me make sure the chat is turned on for everyone. I see everyone here on Zoom. Hi, Melissa. And I see Facebook. Good. Okay, very good. So we can get started. Okay, this is what we're going to cover today: the LAER Marketing Bundle, the weekly social media or social media system that we have at LAER, how to access LAER marketing resources, as well as how to use our LAER Canva templates. I will go over Canva, as well as how to access and edit the raw report. So we can get started. The first thing I'm going to cover is the LAER Marketing Bundle. So this is if you are a LAER agent. Once you have a listing online, once it goes live on the MLS, our team gets to work. So within 24 hours, you'll receive a marketing bundle that looks just like this. You have one brochure. You have some social media pieces as well. And the social media pieces cover the whole transaction. So for sale, new listing, just sold, under agreement, etc. And they're all ready to go, right? So we have a PDF. We link you to a Google Drive that has the PDF as well as the images that are ready to post on social media. So let me show you what that looks like. 1 second, let me pull everything up. So you receive this via email, and the email itself is looks just like this. So let me pull this out here. So it looks like this. It'll give the listing address, your concierge marketing package, and then we have 3 links. The top 2 links are Canva templates. I'll go over that after I go over the download bundle link. So we click this. This opens up in Google Drive. So as long as you're signed into Google, you don't have to have an account here at LAER. But if you do have a LAER account, it'll open right up. And then we have your bundle. Like I said, you have a listing sheet, which is just an 8.5 by 11 sheet. This is a PDF that you can download and print out. You can send this out to print as well. You can get some professionally done copies at Staples. Just send them this PDF. And then you have our social media pieces. So new listing, just sold, for sale. These are very easy to use. So if you have an open house coming up, you can just click on this download button. It will download the file directly to your computer. You can also access this Google Drive link via your phone. So when you open this link up in your email on your phone, just click on it. It'll open this up. It's easy to save this image to your phone and then open up Facebook or Instagram and post directly through there. We try to make our social media very platform agnostic, right? You can use this on X, you can use this on Instagram, on anything. So let's go back to our email. We also have Canva templates. So we have a Canva template for the brochure. This opens right up in Canva. So before I go on, if you are not familiar with Canva, Canva is a design platform that we use here at LAER. It's a general design platform, so it's not just real estate centric, but all of our templates that we use here at LAER are created in Canva. Now, the reason for this is because this design platform is on the cloud, so there's no files that we're sharing back and forth. Everything is saved on the cloud. And in fact, this document here, and this is particular for the listing bundles. When we share this link with you, this is the same thing you will see on your account. So if you do reach out to us and ask for some help with your design, if there's a price change, for example, any changes that we make here will appear on your end, on your document. So it makes it easy for us to share and collaborate with our agents. And this is true when we do have a custom request for marketing. For example, if you're going to do like a Toys for Tots ad for a newspaper or something, we can help you create the ad as long as you give us the specifications for the ad, and then we can go back and forth. You can modify, you can add any information. So for this particular document here, for this brochure, I just made a copy because for the marketing bundles, we share the link, the original document with you. For other things like the social media pieces and our other marketing templates, we share a template link, and that creates its own copy on your own account, right? So we can't, whatever changes we make to our main template won't appear on your own template. And I'll show you what that looks like later. But for now, we can cover this brochure. So if you, for example, had a new picture, we can just click on uploads. We can upload a new file from the computer, and it's very easy to add a new photo or change photos because we're creating these with frames, right? So I'm just gonna upload just a random picture here. This is actually from Florida, so it's very easy. You just upload the files, just click and drag and drop, and it will snap right into place. Once it's in place, you can double click, and then you can move the picture within the frame, right? So if you want to display the whole building, have less of the sky here, you can do that. The same with these pictures down here. We try our best to make sure that the pictures that we display make sense. We try to have, the living room, the kitchen, at least one of the bedroom. But if you need to update your photos here, it's very easy to go into the Canva document and then just drag and drop your pictures, right? So when you drag and drop them, sometimes they will snap. For example, I want this to be on this end here on this fourth picture. When you drag and drop, it might snap into the first or second. As long as you don't let go of the mouse button, it won't stick to that place. It'll snap into it, but as long as you can hover over this fourth place, then you let go of the mouse button. And again, you can double click, move your picture within this frame. You can adjust. Down here, we have our description. We actually run your description through Grammarly. We try to make sure that the grammar makes sense, that there's no spelling mistakes. Some agents will give us a description that's in all caps. We will fix that. If there is a description that you want, or if you want to update the description, you can go in here. It works just like a text field in any other type of program. You can just come in here and type or copy and paste and change any of this. For your information, same thing. We try to get an updated photo of you. If not, if you have something else, you can upload a new picture. This is just a sample, but I'll replace it like this. You can remove the background if you have Canva Pro, and I will go over Canva Pro in a little bit because there's two different versions of Canva. Now for the listings, the listing bundles, those you can use the free version of Canva for all of them. We try to make sure that we're not using any stock images, any premium fonts or shapes or anything. We try to make it so all of our agents can come in here, make any edits they want. But what I'm about to show you is a feature of Canva Pro. So if I click on my picture, I like it, but I want to get rid of this background. there is a tool when you click on the picture and click on edit photo. There is a background remover. You can click this and it will automatically just remove the background, and it actually does a really good job, especially with the hair, of getting rid of that background. So, if you do want to come in here, if you have an updated picture, if you want to change your picture to something else, just click here. In order for it to fit the style, you can click on edit photo, click on this background remover, and that's it. Let me close this out. Right, so those are the links. Same for the social media. We have Canva templates for our social media pieces. Just real quick down here, you'll notice that there's more of these designs than we give you, and that's because some of these we don't download and upload to that Google Drive just because we don't have the information yet. For example, here's a price change. If there is a price change in the future, you can come in here, put in the new price, click on share, download. Where it says select pages, you can unselect all the pages, then go to the page that you want to download. So here's this price change. Click on done, and then we'll download this as a PNG. This gives you tons of options for downloading different file types that you can download as. JPEGs are really great. PNGs is usually what we suggest for a social media piece like this. But you can also download this as a PDF. There's different options, but for now we'll download this as a PNG. Click on download, and it will download the PNG, and there's our picture. So we also have a couple of other pieces. We have this back on market. Obviously, we don't have this information yet. We don't know if your listing is going to go off market or come back. We just try to provide it so you have it. Same thing with this open house. We provide an open house that doesn't have the date and time, but you can go in here to your Canva link and then add the date and time, download this, and then you can post it for the weekend. So that is the marketing bundle. There's a couple of other resources down here. We have the FedEx 2-day delivery package. So if you don't live or if you're not near one of our offices, so you can print at any of our offices. We have some pretty great printers. You can come into any of our offices and print out your brochures. But if you don't live close to one of our offices, you can order one of these packages. So this package includes 25 color brochures, 10 layer informational brochures, 2 open house sign-in sheets, and closing partner flyers. So that's CTC up here in New England. Let me click on order here, and it's New World for Florida. So all you have to do is click on that link, this order here button, fill out the form, give us as much info as you can, and then you make the payment. The payment mainly just covers the shipping cost. It's a really great way of just getting this all printed out, and then it arrives and it's ready for your open house weekend. Another thing we have are some other materials that we don't really include for every listing, but we have available for our listing. So one of them, and if I can go back to my presentation here, is the 4-page brochure. So if you went out and got some really awesome pictures, some drone photos, if you have a nice luxury property for sale, you can showcase your property with one of these 4-page brochures. The 4-page brochure opens up just like this, sort of like a magazine layout. It prints out on 11 by 17 paper. Again, it features mainly the pictures, right? The photos. We try to make it look nice. But if you want to order one of these, you do need to order via a form. We don't include it for every listing. So if you click down here to request marketing, if you click on this first option, the 4-page brochure, give us, again, as much info as you can. MLS number, if you have it. You can order this ahead of time too. It doesn't have to be on the MLS yet. But if it's not on the MLS, make sure that you include everything, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, etc. Another option that you have here is to upload the original photos. And we recommend this, especially for the 4-page brochures, just because we need high resolution images. They're pretty big on the paper. We can take them from the MLS. The MLS ones are good for the social media pieces or that 8.5 by 11 brochure, but once they're blown up really big, they can get a little blurry. Even if you went out and got professionally done photos, the MLS shrinks down your photo, it compresses it, and then we use it, we blow it up to something bigger, and it can get a little blurry. So if you can share the original images with us, that's even better, because they'll appear nice and sharp on your final brochure. You can also leave us a link too. So if you don't want to download all of the pictures and then re-upload them, you can give us the link that your photographer gave us. As long as it's publicly accessible, we won't have any issues with it. And once you have submitted this, usually within 24 hours or even shorter than that, you will receive your a PDF link to the 4-page brochure, which again, you can print out at any of our offices. We do have 11 by 17 paper available, or you can have it professionally done. So that is the marketing package. If at any point you feel you're not getting these, email us at happyagent@laerrealty.com. We can make sure that you are receiving these emails with your marketing package. Okay, let me know if you have any questions so far. You can use the chat. This is a live class, so you can always use the chat to ask any questions. Okay, so we can keep going. Okay, so we can cover our next thing, which is the social media. Let me make sure I can pull everything up here. So every Monday of every week, you will receive an email like this from our Happy Agent email. This is your social media for the week. So what this is are social media pieces that cover the whole week. We include different themes, right? We have things that are real estate related, things that are more holiday related. We have tips for home buyers and sellers. We format things for both the general social media posts like Instagram, these sort of square images, and we also include Facebook and Instagram story format images that you can post. So you'll receive an email that looks just like this. The one thing you'll notice is that we also include suggested captions. So we used to create a bunch of images before. We would release them monthly, actually. But we found that agents would come back to us and say, like, well, I want to post these, but I just don't know what to say, right? So we would just get this image like this. And what our team did was start creating these suggested captions. Now, you don't have to use this full caption. You can use part of it. You can use this as a starting point. For these, you have to make sure that you put in your information if you do want to add it this way. And we include several hashtags that you can use. You don't need to use them again. But all you do in this email is just copy and paste it, and then download your image by clicking on this download link. Now, I want to say like 80% of the time, you can just download this as is. Click on this download link, this little download button. It'll download to your computer, and then you can post on social media. Again, you can do this on your phone too. but we also include Canva templates, right? So if you click on this edit in Canva button, this will open up as a template. So this is different than the marketing bundle, because this creates a new copy, and you'll see that it appends copy of, and then the title of our document here. This makes a copy on your own account of this social media piece. So you can go in here, you can change anything that you want. It won't change here. You can always click on edit in Canva. This will open up a new template. If for some reason you accidentally deleted something and you don't know how to get it back, there's an undo button, right? But if for some reason you can't get anything back, or if you want to revert back to this original document, you can always click on edit in Canva. And this is true of all of our templates. It'll just make a new copy on your account, on your Canva account. Most of the time you're going to use this as is, but if you want to change anything like the picture or your logo, it's very easy. It's very drag and drop. Now, one great feature of Canva is that it gives you access to tons of stock photography. Now, if you go on this left-hand side and click on photos, you are able to search their stock images. So you can do something like Christmas, home, interior, right? And you'll have tons of options to choose from. One thing to notice, however, is that some of these have a little crown. That means that they are only available for Canva Pro accounts, right? You can come in here to these little settings filter and check off free, right? And this will only return images that you can use for free, right? So for example, I can change this to something like this. I find that the free images aren't really as nice, although they do have some nice ones. They're all professionally shot, right? So they're pretty good. So you can replace any of these. If you do have Canva Pro, you have much more options. But the great part about this is that you can use these. They are royalty free. So you don't have to worry about another photographer claiming that this is their image. You do have a license to use this. And this is very important nowadays because, there is a lot of litigation when it comes to usage of images like this. You can't just Google Christmas home interior and use like the first picture that comes up. This protects you a little more, and you can also use some better quality, high resolution, professional looking images. So once you have everything, again, you can replace your logo as well. You can upload it as is. I believe we have a brand kit with several logos. So let's say I want to change this to our LAER Bowen logo, which is our Florida agents. You can very easily just replace it like that. Once you're done, you can click on share and download, or you can use a feature of Canva that is called share on social. So Canva can actually post to your social media directly from Canva. So again, I went to share, clicked on share on social. You can click on the channel that you want to publish on, right? So there's several different ones available. There's like Instagram, Twitter. This particular account is not connected to anything right now. So if I click on Instagram, or actually if I click on Facebook, it'll ask me to connect to Facebook. You only have to do this once. You just click on connect to Facebook, just follow the instructions. Once that is done, you'll be able to post to your page. Same with the other one. So again, click on share on social. You can share it to a Facebook group. You can do a Facebook story. All you need to do is just click on one of these and then connect. Now you'll notice that there's also a schedule post, and this is a feature of Canva Pro. So if you click on this, you can actually schedule out your social media posts for the week through a calendar. So if I want this to go out on Sunday, this time, click on next. It'll ask me to select a channel. I'll select one that I have connected, and then I can write a caption. So I already have my caption, right? It's up here. So I can just copy and paste this. Let's say I just want this part here. I won't add my information or the hashtags. Paste it in, and then I can schedule. It doesn't let me schedule right now because I don't have a channel selected, but you can also save it as a draft if you're working on it, and it will save it to your scheduler. This is just a feature of Canva Pro. You can't really do this with the free version of Canva, but you can post directly to social media with the free version. You just can't schedule. To view your scheduled post, you can go back to the home page in Canva. If you go to apps and you go to content planner, you'll see that I have on the 10th, this is saved as a draft, but it puts everything nicely here on a calendar so you can actually schedule out your posts. It's a very easy way of scheduling your social media. Let's say you do everything on Monday when you get that email, and then you don't have to worry about the rest of the week. We do recommend doing these weekly instead of monthly, just because things change, right? So you might have a post that you maybe want to cancel or remove. It's just easier to do it for the week, just so you're also paying attention to what you're posting, right? You can't just kind of do this blindly, because you might get a comment from someone who says, hey, I really liked your post about this waiting to sell until spring. And if you're just kind of blindly posting these online, you might not know what this caption said, right? So you might not be able to engage with your potential client in a conversation. So make sure that you actually read through this, and also that you ask for feedback on your post. So you can do like a comment after your initial post, a comment on this particular post, and ask like, oh, what do you think, or engage people in the post itself. So again, we try to give you as much as we can, so you can get everything done. And again, you can use any of these. You don't have to use these. If you feel you're not getting these, let us know, because we also send out a text message. I don't have everything to show you what the text message looks like, but I can show you where it leads you to. So when you get a text message, I believe I should have December. There we go. You'll receive a link that links you to this page. Now, this page is formatted a little differently than the email, although it has the same content. You notice this image is the same, the caption's the same. We make this easy for you to use with your phone, because if you want to download the image, just click on this button. It'll download to your phone or to your computer. You can use this site on your computer as well. If you scroll down, again, we have the Canva template. Then we also have a link to copy text. So you don't have to highlight and then right click, copy, etc. You can just click on this copy text, and you can go back and paste it to anything, right? It actually does a really good job. Now, you're able to sort through this with different categories. So if you're looking for content for sellers or just the Facebook and Instagram stories, gives you a little more options than just the email. So this is delivered via text, or you can just go into our LAERmarketingcenter.com site, click on this link for the December social media posts, or click up here. We actually have the full month on here too. For some reason you want to go ahead and schedule out different posts, especially for the holidays too. You might want to do them at the beginning of the month. That way you're not having to think of posting these during the holidays or the end of the year. But everything is here. It's the same process. You can just grab the images, you can copy the text, you can click on this Canva template to open up a new template here on your Canva account. So that is the social media, the weekly social media here at LAER. I always say this, but if you feel you're not getting these, let us know. Email us at happyagent@laerrealty.com. We can make sure that you are getting these. Okay, good. So I mentioned Canva templates. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to drink something. Okay, so Canva templates. So we have our social media and our marketing bundle, but we also offer a ton of Canva templates in our LAER Marketing Center, but our LAER Agent Services page. We'll refer to this page a lot because this is sort of where to find everything here at LAER, not just marketing stuff. The check request link is here. Our agent directory is here, etc. The main place I'm going to focus on is this marketing branding presentations section. So this first link, guides, presentations, brochures, this is where you will find the bulk of our marketing pieces. For example, we just updated our social media posts for the sales for 2023. I'll click this to open up a new template here in Canva. These are different posts and you don't have to use all of these. Obviously, you want to choose one or two. But this is sort of a year in review. You can put photos of all of the listings you had this year, add in your numbers, your information. This has all been updated for this year. So you can start working on these to post for next year. And then we have some other templates available. I won't go through all of them. That's what you can do after this class. Again, LAERagentservices.com. Click on that first guides, presentations, brochures link. It'll bring you here where you can come in here. There's tons of templates. We have a home buying process, monopoly board. We have local guides. If you're a new agent, we have postcards that you can send out, new brokerage flyer, social media announcements, presentations, like listing presentations, tons of things, expired listing packets, etc. And a general information brochure for LAER. This one's good because if someone has any questions about LAER, like the company, you have everything here. This has been updated with the offices that we have, all of our different programs that we have, etc. You can also customize this, right? You don't have to print this out as is. This is a Canva template, so you can add your picture on here. You can update any of this info. And it's all here. All you need to do is click on open template. And that's it. So have a look. Again, I'm not going to go over all of these just because we don't have the time, but we have different categories, different types that you can narrow these down to. For example, if you just want something that's a postcard, you can click on this. Something that's, I don't know, a presentation. We have our listing presentation. It's all here. LAER Agent Services dashboard. And so moving on, weekly social media assistant. I already covered that. Special marketing requests. So we have this request marketing piece link, which we already saw when I showed you how to request a 4-page brochure. But there are some other things you can request. You can request any of these, just sold, coming soon, etc. Or you can do other. If you do other, just give us as much info as you can. And most likely we'll be reaching out to you via email to get even more information. But if you have a particular request that's, I don't know, like an ad for a golf tournament that you're sponsoring, or a postcard, something that's sort of more custom, just give us as much info. We'll reach out to you for more information, and our team can design something for you. So we design everything in-house. So we're very flexible when it comes to different sizes or different types of designs that are needed. And we can work with you back and forth. We'll mostly be working on everything in Canva, so we can always share that original document with you. This comes in handy if, for example, you do an ad every year for the holidays. You can always go back to that Canva template for the next year and then just do a quick update. And you wouldn't even need to contact us, but you can always email us. You can always use this form, and we can always help you out. If you have any sort of questions about any sort of marketing material, you can email us at happyagent@laerrealty.com. We can do our best to help you out. Now, one thing that we will do, if you request something for a postcard, we will do it. But for the most part, we will refer to you to one of our recommended companies. So under signs, apparel, and print marketing, especially under print marketing, you'll see different companies that we recommend that agents use for, especially for things like just listed, just sold cards, etc. Mainly because this is the easiest way of you getting these out, right? So there is a turnaround process to getting a custom card created, right? So you would have to reach out to us. We'll design something for you. If you want a postcard that's professionally done, you will have to send it out to print. That in itself is around a week of turnaround time. If you send it out to Vistaprint, they'll print it out for you. You'll receive it. Then you have to go get some stamps at the post office, stamp everything, get all the addresses, like label all of them, and then send them out. So all of those steps you can sort of avoid by using one of these companies, because for these, they already have all your information, especially MLS mailings. They connect directly to the MLS, so they have all of the information that they require. You can just give them a list of the addresses that you want them to send them to. They do all the printing, they do all the postage, all the mailing, and their pricing is not that bad. The cards are actually fairly inexpensive if you really do value your time, right? So you can get this, set it up, have them send everything out. You don't have to do any trips back and forth. Same thing with personal marketing company. They have a really great feature where they will do automated client follow-up, which they will follow up with your client for the next 5 years, right? They'll do 21 mailings over 5 years, $25 a client. It includes postage. They take care of all the printing. You can just sign up for this and put your clients in here, and they'll always be receiving something from you. Now, you can do this yourself. You can design everything, but this sort of takes away the headache of just going back and forth. But we're always glad to help you out with any of your marketing. You can just email us. But definitely check this part out. Print marketing, if you're looking for business cards, same thing. This section is great. We can design business cards for you, but most likely we've already designed something for you. So if you click on this Markful link, click on Find Your Office. Most likely you will be clicking on this LAER Realty Partners or LAER Realty Partners Bowen if you're down in Florida. But we already have a bunch of business cards designed that you can use. These are just templates. You can order everything from Markful. You can do all of the order process. It's all a la carte. You can choose different type of materials and have them shipped to your home. So that's what we recommend for business cards. There's also apparel and stuff if you're looking for marketing stuff that you can give away for your clients, etc. It's all here. So definitely check this out. Check out this whole section under marketing. It's all great. Now, the next thing I want to cover, if you don't have any questions, let me see what's next. We have our logos and images. So if you're looking for LAER logos and images, if you click on logos, you'll see a bunch of folders. Mainly you are going to be clicking on this LAER logos folder. And in here, we have tons of different formats of folders, of images, of files. We have SVG logos for Canva. These are vector files. We have vector logos for Adobe Illustrator and EPS. This is great if you're working with a sign company and they request a vector logo. We also have just regular logos for print in small, medium, and large. They're all PNGs. We also have JPEGs available, as well as a style guide for the logo. So if you click on the style guide, the first page just shows you what fonts we use, how to use our logo, sort of best practices. But the second page has our colors, so our blue and our gold. We have both the hexadecimal colors for the web, right? So if you're designing a website or someone else is designing a website for you and they ask you for the colors, you can give them this page. And then if you're having print material done, right? So a sign or anything that has to do with printing, we have our PMS colors as well for both coded material and uncoded material. So this would be more for flyers, business cards, letterheads, and this up here would be for signs and banners because they're coded with a material. And so that's all in here under LAER logos. If you have any questions about usage or file types, if you're working with a sign company and they ask for a vector logo, but you don't know which one to use, you can email us at Happy Agent and we can give you the correct logo. We can forward the correct logo to the company that you're working with. Okay, so finally, just because we're running out of time, I will cover the ROAR report. So the ROAR report is a newsletter. Now you might have heard of the exact newsletter, and that's actually what we recommend for sending out an email-based newsletter. This ROAR report is more of a print newsletter, although there is a MailChimp template. So if you click on this first link, that's Word and MailChimp, our ROAR report is available both in Word format and Canva templates. So the Word format you can find easily here. Just click on both. We have two sizes. The standard size, which prints out on 8.5 by 11, or a tabloid size that prints out on 11 by 17. This opens up in Microsoft Word, just like this. Any of these red circle things just sort of point you to where you need to customize your document. So you can just click on it and hit delete, right? And then anything in red you want to update. When you're done updating, I do recommend changing the font back to something like blue or black. Same back here. So once you're done with this, you can export this as a PDF or print it out directly from Microsoft Word. I did mention that there's MailChimp templates too. So if you use MailChimp, I recommend doing this. I don't have a MailChimp account on this particular LAER account, so I can't really show you what that looks like. But they do have set up videos and instructions for that, as well as tutorials for setting up your newsletter through Microsoft Word. Now in the newsletter, they do have a Q&A. If you're looking for the answer for the Q&A, you can find it here, as well as reports. So the newsletter also will mention a report that you can download through here. The actual newsletter has QR codes where the client can just point their phone at it and download the report directly. Just makes it easier to deliver it to them. But if they do ask about it, you can find it here in this post. You can download the PDF and then send it to them via email. Like I said earlier, we do have Canva templates available. This is mainly because agents have requested Canva templates for these, just because it makes it easy for you to come in here and make changes to this document. Some agents will, for example, forgo the quiz contest. They'll remove this and maybe put an ad for something else. If you're working with a mortgage company that is paying for the printing of this newsletter, you can display them in an ad up here. You can basically do anything you want with it. If you want to add your own article, if you want to add a recipe for the holidays, etc., you have free range to modify and change any of this as you'd like. Now for your picture, very easily, you can upload your picture, just drag and drop, and that's it. Any of these images too, you can change by dragging and dropping. And then when you're done, you're able to share this, click on download, PDF print. This will print out on 11 by 17. Like I said, we do have a standard version too, so you can share this online by going in here, making your changes. Click on share, and then click on public view link. You can click a public view link and then share this. And when you share this link, it will actually open up just like this. So you can send out an email saying like, hey, check out my latest Roar Report newsletter, etc. And they can go in here and flip through your image or your design here. Now, you don't have to call it the Roar Report. You can give it a different name. That's fine. But that's it. That's the LAER Roar Report. We try to get this out usually, definitely by the end of the month, but usually that's that third week of the month. And you can find this, you'll receive an email, but you can find it on LAER Agent Services dashboard down here. So as far as marketing, check out this section, click on all of these links, go through everything. The other part, and I'm almost done, the other part that I would definitely check out is technology and tools. And we have some AI tools. So, if you're looking to log into your tech bundle up here, different logins that we have here as well, you can find. But I will cover these two AI tools. One of them is a listing description generator. Now using AI, and we actually use ChatGPT-4 for this. So this is sort of a front end for ChatGPT. So what we do is grab this information, and this will just ask you a bunch of information about your home. Now, the only things that are really required are the number of paragraphs. So it's going to ask ChatGPT to return a certain number of paragraphs. Your email address, so we know to email this to you. The address of the property and the property type. Everything else is optional. Now, you don't have to fill all of this in, but the more information you give ChatGPT, the better the results. So you fill in the address, the state, etc., the style of the home, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, acres, then different features and amenities that we have on here, and then anything else you can put down here. Once you have filled this out, you will receive an email almost immediately, like within 30 seconds, you will receive an email with a listing description that has been generated by ChatGPT. So the way this works is that the form reaches out to ChatGPT, it gives it all the information, it asks for a listing description with everything that you have put in here with this information. It will return that and then email it to you. Now, what you get is usually pretty spot on, but we do definitely recommend reading through the full thing and making sure that it all makes sense, because it is AI, it will make mistakes. So just keep an eye on that. But this is great, even if you use it as a starting point for creating your listing description. It tends to be very concise. The language is very easy and simple to read. Sometimes agents will get a little too verbose with some of the words that they use for their listing description. This makes it nice and easy to read, very concise, and we find it works really great. So try it out on your listing, or if you don't have a listing, try it out anyway and see what it comes up with. Put in your own home information and see if it comes out with a good description for your home. The other AI tool we have is the agent bio generator. If you want to update your agent bio, this is a great way of doing it. Again, you tell it how many paragraphs to give, your point of view. This is interesting because you can have it be refer to yourself as an I, right? Or it can be a third person thing if it's for a different type of publication. You give it your name, how many years you've been in real estate, your professional title. Again, anything that you see in red, that's required, but everything else is not. So, maybe you don't have any fun facts, for example, for some reason. You don't have to put something in here. You can just leave it blank. Put in as much info as you can, like anything, everything. And what it will do is give you a nice bio that includes all of this. And again, it's pretty spot on. You can give it how long you want it to be. And we will recommend once more to make sure that it all makes sense, right? Read through the whole thing. Don't just grab it from the email and paste it as in. It might be wrong, right? It might be wrong about a certain thing. So make sure you read through it. Hand it to someone else that's close to you. Make sure they read through it. Make sure it sounds true to who you are too as well. Sometimes what can happen with these generators is that they will write something that maybe you yourself wouldn't write, right? This can be a little tricky when it comes to first person, because the writing might be a little more formal than you're used to. Under anything else, you can request something like make it a little more informal, etc. And that usually will do the job for making sure that the writing makes sense, that it sounds like it's really you writing it. You can always go into the bio that is given to you, the bio that's generated, and make edits. You can go in here and change the way the sentences sound, the structure, make it sound like it's yourself. So even though, we can do this automatically for you, you do want your own input, right? You want to make it your own. But this is a great way to sort of get started. And to me, this is better than just looking at a blank sheet and hoping that you'll write something good at the end. So it's a great starting point, if anything. So definitely check out those two AI tools. You can find them here on Agent Services dashboard. Scroll down to Technology Tools and then AI Tools. Try them out. Send in an email to happyagent@laerrealty.com if you have any feedback about it too. If you get a really good one, let us know, just so we know that it's working. If you get one that doesn't really work, we can always change how we're asking for these prompts on the back end. These are just mainly front end forms that speak to ChatGPT sort of in the background, and then whatever is returned is emailed to you. That's how that works. Okay, very good. Looks like we're close on time. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always email in questions to happyagents@laerrealty.com. Make sure that you go to youtube.com/laer training and click on the subscribe button. So any replay of any of our training, you will see up here, if you click on videos, usually you'll see our latest training. So we had Dot Loop this Tuesday. It's all uploaded here. If you ever need to refer to any of these trainings, or if you want to see other training sessions, we have our boot camp. We have our sales meeting rally that's coming up for next week. That will be displayed here. And definitely check out our live training. For me, the live training is a little better because you're able to ask questions, and we encourage that. We do the same training almost every month, especially for this marketing thing. Things do change, but for me, it's always great to get new questions. As far as training too, if you go to this LAER Agent Services page and scroll down to classes, meetings, and coaching, we have our training calendar where you can see all of our upcoming events. I like to view it as an agenda. It's better to view it more as a list here, so you can see that we have Canva 101 if you want to learn more about Canva. December 14th, we have different Dot Loop training, Real Scout training. That's all coming up. You can also click on this plus Google Calendar, or down here on integrate this calendar with Google or iCal. This syncs up with your phone, so you never miss any trainings. You can always register and see it here on your calendar. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, again, happyagent@laerrealty.com. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.